3 days before I had my first baby, I told my friends I was 50% sure I was going to love my baby. My friends, who are in fact both ship captains, said, "Arr, that's not good, me hearty." And I agreed, it's not good. 50% is not a reassuring number. But I reasoned that my baby was 50% my husband, and I love my husband. So I was probably going to at least like the baby. However, this baby was also 50% me, and the jury is still out on how I feel about myself. The point is, I was ambivalent. I had really, really wanted to be pregnant right up until the moment I was pregnant, and then I was not so sure. Anyway, next day, me and my husband, are in infant CPR class. Everyone introduces themselves. First couple due in 2 weeks, second couple, third couple due in 3 weeks, fourth couple due in a month, and us, me and my husband, we've got plenty of time, 5 weeks. They bring out the dolls. I look at the doll. I am concerningly ambivalent about the doll. Instructor leads us through all of the baby worst case scenarios. This was like watching car crash videos before taking your driver's test. Not inspiring. We move on to the meat and potatoes of the class: CPR, mouth to mouth, chest compressions. It's very weird to put your mouth on a baby doll because everyone listening to this knows exactly what that feels like. And yet, why? Do you know how that feels? Anyway, my husband does his turn compressing the doll. Instructor's very impressed. My husband is good at a lot of things. And I get a shot. I do the push push, and I put my mouth on the doll and I blow. Right? And I hear a pop. And I did hear it, but I also felt it because, yes, my water broke in infant CPR class while chest compressing a fake baby that I was ambivalent about. So all of a sudden, we skip to the head of the class. We are not due in 5 weeks. We are due right now because my water broke in a room filled with pregnant women like a sitcom because why not? So fast forward to the hospital. Hospital says, 5 weeks early. I don't get to stand up. I have to lie down. I say, the doc says the baby is big. Hospital says, doc's not here. I say, can I go to the bathroom? They say, yes, you can lie in the bed or you can go to the bathroom, but that's it. So did I mention I was planning a medication-free birth? I was, because I like to do things the hard way, like launching a comedy career at 48. Anyway, I wasn't going to do drugs, and I wasn't going to lie in the bed. I was going to go to the bathroom, which, as everybody knows, is what happens during labor. It's everyone's favorite joke, but my plan was that I was going to go be in the bathroom when I went to the bathroom. So labor gets going, and I'm in the bathroom. It's pretty intense. My husband's helping me out. He's good at it. He's good at a lot of things. Oh wait. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I gave up swearing the week the baby developed eardrums. I got an email that told me that the baby that I was ambivalent about could hear me. So I said, I guess I need to watch my language now. And so I didn't swear for 30 weeks. And I didn't swear during unmedicated labor because, as I said, I do things the hard way. So I'm laboring hard and I'm saying things like, oh goodness, because that's what was available to me. And I'm moving from the toilet to the sink, to the toilet to the sink because of what I was doing on the toilet. I really needed to wash my hands because, and this is how I was thinking, I was going to be holding a baby. Not my baby, mind you, a baby. In my mind, I was like, at some point in this process, someone is going to hand me a baby, and I am really going to need clean hands because that is the only thing I remembered from the CPR class. So, toilet, sink, toilet, sink. Eventually, my doctor arrives, asks what's happening. I say, if someone doesn't give me some Purell, I'm never making it back to the bed. So they give me some hand sanitizer. I make it to the bed, and it's time to start pushing. By the way, if you do this, they are going to offer you a mirror. It is important that you say no. One of the best things about labor is that you do not have to see what everyone else is seeing. At no point am I thinking that there is any point to any of this. I'm just going through it. And then all of a sudden, they put a baby on my chest. And I look down at him and I think, there you are. There you are. Like I had been looking for him my entire life and I didn't even know it. Because no one will tell you that when you see your baby for the first time, you recognize him. Because your baby looks like people you already loved. He looks like your husband and your mom and your dad and a little bit like Zero Mostel, but that won't last long. And then you're not ambivalent anymore because of course you love your baby. He's the whole point of all of this. You're not a single organism isolated in space. You're at one point in a line that reaches back to the beginning of time. And now the next point is on your chest. And he is the point. Anyway, isn't it cool that I'm friends with ship captains? Follow me for more of whatever this is.